introduced in civil engineering and modeling how IT is working for the development of the city. So all these you learn. I hope you are very people ask a question. Have questions you can easily ask. And I hope it will be a great session. I would like to thank the Department of Civil Engineering for organizing this meeting and hope this topic very successful, and we have a great bonding with Dr. Malay Kumar for the development of technology in Agartala. I appreciate that he come here and give the lecture. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable words and for motivating us with your vision and guidance. We are honored to have with us Dr. Malay Kumar, sir, our distinguished chief guest, who will conduct the technical session on innovation, entrepreneurship, and startups in civil engineering. Dr. Malay Kumar, sir, is a distinguished civil engineer and an accomplished entrepreneur in the field of engineering. He holds a PhD from IIT Kharagpur and has established himself as an expert in infrastructure development and geotechnical engineering. As a sustainable construction innovator, he continues to contribute significantly to modern engineering practices through advanced research and practical solutions. Dr. Dev currently serves as the Director of Forum Engineering and Research, where he leads innovative projects aimed at improving construction technology and sustainability. He is also a highly respected professional holding prestigious recognitions such as INTPE India, FIE, and MASCE, reflecting his commitment to excellence and global engineering standards. Sir, we warmly welcome you to begin your session.
আপনি যেখানে খুশি মানে এখানে দাঁড়িয়েও করতে পারেন বা এখানে ঠিক আছে।
Good afternoon to all of you. I am really speechless because at my entry at gate of Techno college, I have observed a lot of buildings now have come. I think 10 years back or into 10 years back, I first came here, getting an invitation from the principal. Now it's changed. It's a lot of supporting infrastructures are there, and all the budding engineers here. You are really very much lucky to be in this campus. So it's amazing to be with you today. I hope I can share some of my experiences, which I am sure that will be helpful for you with some guide. Now, this is a college. In Tripura there are 4 colleges. also. One is an IT Agartala, IT, Techno, and innovators. So together, actually, there are some differences, but the main objectives for everyone is same: to serve the society, to solve the problems of the society by the skill of engineering, which actually we learn. Now, when we talk about engineering, it always comes with the application. So, if you are not applying what knowledge you are gathering from the books, it is actually won't work. It won't go out in the field. It won't be recognized. So, there are two aspects of profession in engineering. One is you go with a job, either in academy or in the industry. Another is that you become an entrepreneur, being a job creator. Obviously, job creators are very less in number, and job seeker are lot of them. Now, there is no difference. So far as entrepreneuring is concerned, I believe that every individual is an entrepreneur. What is the role of an entrepreneur? Entrepreneur actually assemble the knowledges in the society in around his circle and club it together to solve a problem of the society. Thus, creating a value, creating a product, creating a service which will solve the problems of the society. Basically, so every one of us, every day, we are solving various problems. Just check today's performance, whatever you have solved a lot of problems. The thing is that when you club together your problem, your friend's problem, your relative's problem, and the society problem, then we can regard as the entrepreneur. Because together we have come across to solve a problem. Okay, let me I promise that I will try to make it interactive. This session should not be bored. So I'll rather tell you that to be interactive, to ask questions whenever you think that you should. Not an issue if I complete it or not. Now here is the today's time. I started my career 5 years back. I got a government job also in the Department of Power through TPSC, and I left that job also after serving 2 years. I resigned from that job because the job was not fulfilling my aspirations. What was the aspiration? The aspiration was to work. To work. My table was empty. There was no such work. I was appointed as a senior manager, junior engineer and manager. So I started studying the civil engineering, civil services, and then engineering services in my table. With a hope that I'll crack IS or IES, something like that. Just like you are dreaming like this. Okay. In Techno, I have seen special thing for you, the students especially. You have a very, younger professors around you. First batch is a younger professor, more energy level. You explore that, work with them properly as per their ability. So you will have the maximum efficiency in your upcoming times. Now, today's civil engineering is something different. So, where is the difference? Innovation, when we are talking about the civil engineering, here is the difference. The innovations now it is coming with respect to the various new technologies. Old technologies are fading out. Old technology is no longer working. We need the solution at our mobile. We need the solution at our fingertips. So that is actually in civil engineering where we have transformation bottleneck. You people are going to be the transformer of this present situation. So after 20 years, 15 or 20 years, we will also be standing here, leading the tourist transformation, recalling the how we have transformed tourist civil engineering in a greater way. Like 20-25 years back, what we have started, that time there was also different kind of situation, different kinds of machineries, and different kinds of demand. Sustainable engineering, you might have heard now. What is sustainable? Every program we talk about sustainable design, sustainable material, sustainability, isn't it? 20-25 years back, that was not so sound. Now we know every design we have to make ensure that it is sustainable. And sustainable, when we are talking about, we know about the impact of the climate change, how it is increasing, how pattern of rainfall is changing. So there are various lot of challenges are there. So you are as a young Indian who are Northeast also, you are at the boundary of revolution or transformation. So you have to be very much careful to rather not be bookish, but to see the things, problems in front of your eyes as it is. Because books are also required to be updated. The educational books that we studied earlier, some of books still were getting studied in college. Those are not sufficient. But if you see in such a way that if you read those books, get some good scores, then when you will be coming at the real field, you will be unable to solve the problem at the present context. Now, what is innovation? What is innovation? When I talk about innovation, what is innovation? Is it invention? Is it invention? What is the difference between innovation and invention? Can anyone tell me? Just your idea. Invention and innovation. What is the difference? Invention means it's a totally new thing that we have not discovered, we have invented. Innovation means there are technologies available, different shape, different bends. We have clubbed together different technologies in a single platform, in a single device, in a single managerial system, so that together it will work and it will solve the real problem. So basically, when innovation matters, the corresponding hands of the work is already established. What is required? You have to think how you can add with this, with that. So this is basically the thinking related to how you think to make changes in the innovation. Okay. Now here I have mentioned that think about materials, cement. How many of you think that you are from civil engineer? How many of you think that cement is a very good material, good sustainable material? Would you please raise your hand? Cement is a sustainable material. Cement. Cement is a sustainable material. Yes, no, yes, no. It's a no. Then what is the alternative? That's what we need to think. There we need innovation. After 20-25 years, hardly we will be using cement. So material is changing. Now see, when I am talking about the sustainability, your chances in the innovation at your age is now. Now, you always have to think about sustainability. The solution that I am giving, whether it is creating more carbon dioxide, whether it is reducing CO2 in the atmosphere, or in your lifestyle also. What we are using? We are using AC air conditioning. How we can use an air conditioning so that it can reduce the carbon CO2 emission. These are the things actually you need to work on in your generation. They are in the boundary you are deciding. Now, some of examples for civil engineering and I am giving here: jute geotextile and jute geocell. Are you aware of these two terms, jute geotextile, jute geocell? Anyone? Jute geocell, jute geotextile. Have you heard of? Huh. So, look, these are the sustainable materials. However, we are using natural materials. We are picking up natural materials from the environment. We are modifying. We are trying to modify it, and then we are utilizing, replacing steel, replacing cement, which are more, CO2 emission material. That's why the innovations will come. Now, bamboo is another one. Bamboo. Bamboo material we can use. We won't use steel. In place of steel, we will be using bamboo. Do you think it will be worthy that we can use it? Bamboo, we have to think on it. We have to work on it. Then only we can very key that how much, whether it can be replaceable fully or partially or with some limitations, with some boundary conditions. After that we can use it, or after that we cannot use it. In any case, we are actually reducing the consumption of steel. So this is another type of thought process for the innovation in your age, in your generation. In our generation, 55 years, there was no such compulsion about making innovations small. So your thought level should be like this, and artificial intelligence based structural evaluation. Every one of you must be, familiar with AI and ML related minimum level things. Otherwise, this innovation you cannot go forward. Now, drone-based survey. Do you know when the first drone survey happened in Agartala or Tripura? Do you know? So, drone survey is something that is a field that you can step in. No competition is there. So, this is a emerging field. You can take it as a profession. Be the drone survey specialist. Because the users of drone survey is a versatile. Almost in every industry around you, what you are seeing, you can take a drone, you can learn about how to make a drone survey and making the drawing out, and the results you can be coming from the drone survey. So that can be a product service related thing. Next, water sensitive urban planning. Every city nowadays in India, including Agartala, we are facing water issues during rainy season, during drinking water arrangement in the whole state. People are there in the road, blocking road for the drinking water issues. So who is going to solve this problem? With the engineers. We are having a department in Tripura, drinking water and sanitation, PWD, PWS. So their engineers are working. They are trying to solve. As a new age engineer, this is your responsibility and your job, your task, to transform the previous style of dealing the drinking water issues. Previous old, outdated style of dealing with various road maintenance issues, bridge maintenance issues. This is the leadership that you are going to bring. Here is the boundary line. Here the professors are teaching you to get into that kind of leadership, not the old kind of leadership. So I think that it would touch your responsibilities upcoming time. Another thing which I wanted to mention here is the hydrogen theory concepts for clean energy. Any one of you have any few idea about hydrogen theory related energy issues? What is hydrogen? How it can be, what is the hydrogen theory concept? Anyone? What we can do with the hydrogen? হাইড্রোজেন নিয়ে আমরা কি করতে পারি? হাইড্রোজেনটা কি? হ্যাঁ বলো। দেখো বলতে হবে এই ওই এগুলো লিখতে আবার কবে পাবো তোমাদের? আবার আমি এই তো একজনকে একবার পাবো, আমি হয়তো পেতে পারবো না, সবাইকে আমি একসাথে পাবো না। So please recollect. I'll be happy for that. হ্যাঁ, হাইড্রোজেন দিয়ে আমরা কি করবো? Hydrogen theory concepts for clean energy. Look, this is what I'm telling. The hydrogen theory concept. It is going to roll in 100 years. 100 years. It has already started. যারা হাইড্রোজেনে নিজেকে ডেডিকেট করতে পারবে তারা তো এদেরকে মিলিয়নিয়ার কিন্তু হাইড্রোজেন কি? হাইড্রোজেন বলতে কি আছে? হাইড্রোজেন কি করবো? হাইড্রোজেন কিভাবে তৈরি হবে? আমাদের যে কংক্রিট মিক্সার মেশিন কি দিয়ে চলে? স্টার্ট যখন হয় ডিজেল দিয়ে চলে, পেট্রোল দিয়ে চলে বা ইলেকট্রিসিটি। আমাদের রান্নার গ্যাস কোথা থেকে আসে? কোথা থেকে আসে? মাটি নিচে থেকে আসে। আগামী কত বছর আসবে মাটি নিচে থেকে? শেষ হবে তো 30 ইয়ার্স। তার বেশি আমরা ইউজ করতে পারবো। আমাদের our well in the CNG station, where from it is coming? শেষ হবে তো আমরা কোথায় যাবো? কোথায় যাবে? চাকরি হয়ে যাবে। চাকরি হওয়ার পরে আমাদের তো হয়ে গেছে 27 ইয়ার্স, where is the job? তোমরা কি করবে? তোমাদের ছেলে মেয়ে যারা হবে আগামী দিন তাদেরকে কি দিয়ে যাবে? আমি তাদেরকে বলে দিয়ে যাচ্ছি যে ইউ হ্যাভ টু বি রেসপন্সিবল ফর ইওর ওন ফিউচার। আমি তো বলছি আমার জেনারেশন যে we have done some mistake or we could not do it, we could not fix it, but we have come to know how to fix it. Hydrogen is there. Please work on hydrogen. আমি এতটুকু বলে যাচ্ছি, ঠিক আছে? So that is the thing. H2 হাইড্রোজেন কি হচ্ছে? জল থেকে আসছে। H2 আসছে। হাইড্রোজেনের মধ্যে হাইড্রোজেনের কোয়ালিটি কি? It's a heavy high energy. হাইড্রোজেনের প্রচুর এনার্জি আছে। তো হাইড্রোজেনকে গ্যাস হিসেবে আমরা ইউজ করতে পারি। যে গ্যাস দিয়ে আমরা 30 বছর চলছি, 30 ইয়ার্স চলো, সেটা হয়তো 300 ইয়ার্স চলো। বুঝাতে পারবো? তাহলে আমরা হাইড্রোজেনটা এখান থেকে বার করবো, কোথা থেকে? জল থেকে বার করবো। আমাদের অ্যাবান্ডেন্ট রেইনফল আছে। নর্থ ইস্ট জোন we are having abundant rainfall. Rainfall average কত আছে আমাদের? How much rainfall average? Anyone? Look, this is civil engineering knowledge. আমাদের রেইনফল কিরকম হয়? annual rainfall? Anyone? Average rainfall. এগুলো তো শিখতে হবে। These are very basic of civil engineering. 2000 মিলিমিটারের উপরে বছরে, more than 2000 মিলিমিটার, হিউজ রেইনফল। তো আমাদের জলটা কোথায় চলে যায়? আমরা স্টোর করতে পারি? পারি? চলে যায়। কেন? স্টোর করাটা হচ্ছে ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং। ড্যাম দিয়ে স্টোর করবো। ড্যামের মধ্যে ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং ড্যাম আছে। আগে তো জলটাকে রেডি করতে হবে। দেন সো আমাদের কি আছে? আপনি what we are having valleys. We are having valleys. Lot of valleys we are having. Valleys আছে তো? So we can, store water there. এইবার এই ভ্যালি তুমি চিন্তা করো বড়রা ইকো পার্কে কত গেছো গেছো কি হ্যাভ ইউ ভিজিটেড where is it Dumbu have you visited so you are aware of Agartala you have visited Agartala Agartala lot of valleys are there so a valleys if we can store water and we can make a hydrogen plant here we can get hydrogen pure hydrogen because, so this is a concept that very much newest in its kind in the whole world. Hydrogen valley concept for clean energy, and that is the concept I actually just 2 months back I conveyed this to the government of Tripura to work on it, and I have given outline to that so that it can be implemented in upcoming times. So your generation is going to lead it. So this is a aspect. Another is BIM. You know about BIM. You all are social media performer. Many of you. BIM. Lot of I think research also building information model. You are aware of building information modeling. So it's a very big entrepreneurship initiative too. A lot of software and to make automated. So you gather knowledge about it. But smaller way you cannot do. Now I already talked about sustainability and related to climate resilience. So what is climate resilience? Climate resilience মানেটা কি হচ্ছে? ক্লাইমেটের মধ্যে উল্টোপাল্টা হচ্ছে এটা বুঝতে পারছি সবাই মানে ল্যান্ডস্লাইড বাড়ছে বিভিন্ন দিক থেকে ক্লাউড বাস্ট হচ্ছে বিভিন্ন দিকে রেইনফল প্রচুর চলে আসছে হঠাৎ করে অর্থলি 1 কিলোমিটার রাস্তার মধ্যে 200 মিটার পর পর রেইনফল আছে রেইনফল নেই এরকম ফেস করেছো রিসেন্টলি ঠিক আছে সো ক্লাইমেট ইজ ডান দ্যাট and we are the result for that so now what to do we have to be resilient হওয়ার জন্য আমাদের কি করতে হবে we will live first of all where we live at a home তো আমাদের হোমটা কি করতে হবে আমার হোমটা হিট রেজিস্ট্যান্ট হতে হবে এবার সিমেন্টের ওয়াল ব্রিক্সের ওয়াল যদি আমি বানাই তাহলে সেরকম ভাবে হচ্ছে না ফার্স্ট ইয়ার্স ব্যাক we have a heat wave in Agartala lot of hot weather was there heat wave so the wall and the housing system is not heat resilient properly we cannot stay at home so these are the challenges a lot of high rain would be there high cold would be there so how will we survive so these are the problems actually that we need to do and with that the natural materials I talked a little while back which is called actually green material why it is green why it is green can anyone tell me what how to tell this is green design this is a green material why it is green do you know why it is green anyone why it is green this is the basic term at the present day this was not the term during when I was like third year or final year that those term was not there at that time it is your term my dear it is your term what is green we have to use green material that is the innovation demanded so your generation must tell us what is the meaning of green so we have to work on that what is green it's simple just it should be less CO2 emission by using a material where one guarantees that CO2 emission will be reduced that's all basically now these materials we have to work on various smart cities smart infrastructure if we cut the jungles if we cut the tree plants and we declare ourselves as a smart city dwellers Will it really be a smart statement? Will it really be a smart statement? Huh? Tell me. Will it be really a smart statement? If we cut jungles, if we cut trees, plants, and we are developing huge flyover roads and all, what do you think? We are putting our breath in the risk in upcoming times. We cannot breath. There we need to protect the environment with a solution that we need smart infrastructure, but not at the cost of cutting so much of trees, plants, and all. Then there will be particular building that will be bad, oxygen. There will not be excess oxygen. Now, how do we breathing every second? Our breath there will be problem. We forget about staying at home. We cannot live with taking oxygen on you. That's our idea about the menace going on about the environmental issues in New Delhi as well as other city of India. We are lacking there. We are putting, all kind of effort so that your generation and your next generation cannot break it. So now it's your time. That's the first slide was. This is not innovation is not just the choice. It's a mandatory. You must do it. Your generation must be doing it. Okay, you have to raise your voice also in this design. Tomorrow's engineers must master both hardware, where we tell about hardware here, material and design, and software, AI, data, automation. These are the skills that you need to develop. Now, as you are students, there are 10 points that I have tried to mention. What are the area? Affordable housing technologies. Okay, that is the area you want to work. Slow stabilization in healing, Northeast India. You can make a team who are going to expert in slow stabilization technologies. You can visit the clients. You can offer them solution. You can get the construction done. Geotextile based roads, water logging and drainage innovations for cities, river bank protection in Sundarban style fragile zones, waste to material engineering, solarization and micro hydrogen systems, flood resilient housing, bamboo, and AI/ML with various quality audits and solutions. These are the area actually that you need to keep on this area of your own future. Wherever you do work, you face this kind of thing. These kind of issues are there. You have to solve these kind of issues as an employee or as an employer. The choice today is the time to choose it, not tomorrow. Now, civil engineers naturally becomes an entrepreneur because they solve real problems. You are solving problems, manage resources, where from materials will be coming, stones from where it will come, reinforcement steel where from it will come so that by low cost we can get it. And we are also working with the people, the politicians, the local peoples, all are civil engineers and all comes during site to advise us to raise the issues. So we are managing them. So that's because of that we are solving a lot of problems and we are entrepreneur by nature, not like other engineering. So we should be proud of that. Now these domains are something like consultancy is one which I have worked on that consultancy. As a pioneer in Tripura, I have established those kind of consultancy. Many uh, engineers are now following the same path. Then construction and EPC projects, material innovation, we can work on that. Digitized civil engineering solutions. startup incubation, which your college is already started, green technology manufacturing. Now, digital civil engineering solution. Any one of you can tell me two or three ideas or two or three whatever you have heard about digital transformation of anything in civil engineering. Digitized করে দেওয়া হয়েছে easily পেয়ে যায়. You all have ChatGPT. You all have ChatGPT. You all have ChatGPT. Now take a picture of a concrete and ask ChatGPT.